tips on touching up your composition. So compositionally speaking, this is good, but at the same time, you as an artist, designer, may not like the way the pattern of her shirt, like it's just kind of everywhere down here. You might want to clean it up to create something to your eye that I too would consider a more pleasing aesthetic. So how do we keep the red here of her and get rid of all of these patterns, these diamond patterns that are kind of distracting within the composition? Well, all we need to do is get the color of this girl in the middle, eyedropper that color, so hold your eyedropper, grab that darker color, and here's the girl here. We need to create a layer in between this middle girl and this one here. And all we're going to do with a hard brush, because we don't want to feather or have any of it spill over into this lighter area here, right? Is just paint black with that darker color on this layer here. And it's going to, because we have that channel, the channel set up the way we do, it's going to remove all of these diamonds while keeping the red. And it makes for, in my opinion, if I were doing this, a much more pleasing composition. So we can't extend over beyond this line. That's why we want a hard edge. I mean, if you wanted that to be red, a darker red as well, then you would need to, yeah, very carefully paint, continue to paint here, and you can make this all red. I kind of like the change, so I'll keep it, but I'll paint out all of this other stuff here, all of these diamonds that for me are distracting in the composition. I really just like the boldness of this red, the way it looks, just like so. Okay, and we can do the same thing as well to the girl in the middle, because the one all the way in the back here that we did the blend if on, her diamonds are showing through as well. So the same thing, we'll come down to the girl there who's showing. We'll create a new layer. We'll use our eyedropper tool to kind of get the darkness of that color. And then on this new layer, we'll paint. We'll paint out her diamonds that are showing through. I like the rose, so I'll keep that there. But there we are. So we cleaned up our composition some, and I think that looks much better in my opinion. But you might like the way that looks, and that's okay. But just a tip on how to clean up the composition.